Having a German Shepherd puppy in your life is a magical experience. Especially one as amazing as me. Just look.
Hi, Sadie. You know that's a cat door, right?
Ah, my puppyhood. A time of boundless energy, oversized paws, and an unfortunate lack of coordination. It was also the time I faced some of my greatest challenges, like the time the laundry hamper tried to eat me.
Can you come out? You're stuck?
Or catching a live, caffeinated ping pong ball disguised as a chipmunk. And, as usual, this entire disaster began with murder mittens? For those unfamiliar, Toby, our resident fluffy house lion and overlord at the time, had a hobby. Some cats enjoy sleeping. Others enjoy staring at their humans with silent judgment. Toby enjoyed the hunt, which sometimes involved importing alive chipmunks into the home base of operations like some kind of demented wildlife relocation program. So there I was, after a fierce battle with my beautiful mother's vacuum. I was minding everyone's business, when Toby waltzed in. He casually dropped a fully operational chipmunk onto the floor and looked at me like Merry Christmas. No questions asked. He just walked away. The chipmunk took one look at me. I took one look at it. And then it exploded into motion like a tweaked-out squirrel in a nut factory. However, if you don't already know, a German Shepherd puppy is like a supercharged Shelby GT500 Mustang with nitrous. It was unlike Donkey Kong. Naturally, I did what any future household protector would do. I heroically gave chase. And by heroically I mean I knocked over a lamp, a chair, ripped down the curtains, which, by the way, do not hold German Shepherd weight. I skidded across the kitchen floor like a furry bowling ball with teeth. And I almost had it. The little monster zigzagged into my human sister's bedroom, and finally, after single-handedly redecorating half the house, I had it cornered under the bed and victory was mine. That's when Professor Fluff and Stuff showed up to steal my glory? Caveman Dad. With the impatience of a man who has been through this exact kind of nonsense before, like the Great Spider Web of 1994, or the wet paper bag of 2001, he surveyed the damage, sighed in a way that suggested he was questioning all of his life choices, and then said, "Sadie, off." Like he was the boss of me? Fine. Whatever. I backed off. I would have had this wrapped up in about 5 seconds. But now the caveman was involved? Attempt 1 was a miss. Chipmunk juked left. Attempt 2 was a miss. Chipmunk faked right. Attempt 3 was not a miss. For the chipmunk, he jumped straight up like a kangaroo on Red Bull. Directly into Caveman Dad's face? There was a thunk, a grunt, and a brief moment of silence. Then came the shrill of what I can only describe as a woman screaming and a few unrepeatable words. Attempt number 4. He finally was successful. Caveman Dad emerged, victorious. Chipmunk in a bucket, looking like a man who had just stared into the abyss and the abyss had tiny claws. And then came the final step, releasing the beast. He took it to the front door, opened it, gave the dramatic speech about returning to the wild, held out his bucket and let my perfectly good snack go in the front yard. My beautiful mother hadn't fully closed the door yet. The chipmunk must have been a genius, because as soon as his paws hit the grass, he turned into Speedy Gonzales and shot right back inside. And that's when all hell broke loose. Toby launched off the couch. I leapt into action, and Sasha the Michigan werewolf howled a battle cry and joined the hunt. Things were knocked over. Things were broken. Caveman Dad made a sound that can only be described as defeat. And my beautiful mother opened her favorite bottle of Merlot. And that, my friends, is how we gained a new family member. We never saw him again, but I know he's in here watching, plotting, and probably laughing. Because that chipmunk was victorious. Sadie out.